There, everyone. Welcome to Coloring with Lori. I'm live and it's Friday night. You can see it hasn't popped up yet, so hello to anybody watching the replay. Happy Friday. Hope you all had a great week. Mine, not so much. But hey, made it to Friday. Okay, there we are, popping up on YouTube. Remember to turn that down because I was watching Coloring View a little bit here and there. Check out her channel if you haven't. She does a lot of things that I don't do here on my channel. Experiments and such. So made it to Friday. Didn't think I was going to make it this week. A rough week. They seem to all be getting rougher. Okay. Drum up the energy. I know there were a couple people closing down their lives, so might be a minute. I'm gonna get going. Kind of hoping to finish this thing today. I don't know though. You know how I am. Again, hi to anybody watching the playback or watching that doesn't chat. Oh, where's my scratch paper? Gotta have scratch paper. I was trying to pay bills yesterday. Ran out of time. I tell you, when you move in slow motion, it really changes the program. Anyway, how's everybody been this week? What you been up to? I've kind of been pondering a lot this week because it's getting close to surgery day. A lot to think about, a lot to do, a lot to prepare. Uh-oh, hit the camera. Sorry, gang. I think I moved it and everything. Okay. Let's give it a minute. It'll stop wobbling. Sorry. I have vertigo myself, so I know that's a issue for a lot of us. See if I can. All right, back in frame. Get these books finished up. And then I'm gonna do that clock. I'll take this burnt sienna up on the top shelf. I don't want to bring this one down into the bottom shelf. Might just match the wood too much. So, hope everybody is doing well this evening. Wasn't sure I was going to make it on tonight. Days are whizzing by for me. But, kind of expected that. Burnt sienna, use a little dark Naples for a highlight in there. Like I said, hopefully I'll be able to get this done tonight, but I don't know. You know, I'm kind of looking at this part and not really. That floor is kind of big, but I don't need to finish that on camera. Once I get a couple squares done, we can just leave that be. I tried to make this book yellow, but it's not really showing up, so I'm going to darken it with this dark Naples. Get in there. Couple vases. I think this is the color I'm going to use for the clock. Let me put it in there and see if it stands out well enough. I might need to go a little bit redder. It's a bit redder on that. So another green book in here. This Hooker's green. This is a little brighter rather than that opaque green. Nothing really new going on here. Just trying to think of something to talk about today. I did have someone come clean my house, so that was quite interesting. I think the thing I found the most interesting was here someone else is cleaning it. I was completely exhausted. I felt like I had cleaned the house. You know, her first time here, not knowing where things are. I was up and down and showing her stuff and wore me out. Can't do that right now. But, so we're half done. My mom would not let her into the bedroom, and you know, my mom hasn't cleaned anything in this house in 15 years, but you know, tell her the maid's coming and she's in there cleaning her room. You know, like, Mom, help me, don't help her. I'm paying her. Like, I don't understand, but you know, whatever. Breaking my back trying to take care of her right now. But I don't know what she's gonna do when I can't help her. It's one of the things I've really been worried about this week, or pondering, trying to figure out is, you know, it's like 8 to 12 weeks that they say I can't bend over or lean forward. You know how many things you do that you lean forward in a day? Like, since I'm thinking I can't do it, like I'm really paying attention to it. Like, holy smokes. Everything you do, you lean forward. I really don't understand. So I don't know, you old timers here, colorists, if you watch Kate's Coloring Haven, I think is her channel's name. She did a live this morning. I saw I only watched for about 10 minutes. I've been in bed most of the day today. Not a good day for me. Cooked a huge pot of chili yesterday and wore me out. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, cooked a pot of chili and did a load of clothes, and I'm spent and can't do shit today. Stupid. But that's my life, I suppose. Did I ever bring a black? Didn't, did I? Grab the white, but not the black. So made like a double batch so I could freeze it to help out Mike when he's got to do all the cooking. But I didn't really care for it because my mom bought, she does a lot of the canned groceries and stuff online. Just order it. And she had ordered Italian style, Italian seasoned tomato sauce. So it kind of has more of a spaghetti taste than a chili taste, which I'm not really caring for. So I guess she gets to eat the whole pot of chili. But then I was thinking, you know, chili mac's kind of a thing, so might be good for chili mac. Hi, Kim. How you doing? You feeling any better? I'm thinking about you this week. My mom thinks she has a cold, and her eye surgery's Monday, of course. Just watching. Don't you always just watch? Laying in bed. You feel better? Thanks for watching a little. Got the flu, cold, hopefully not the COVID. I'm hearing people getting that again. You don't even have little kids. This is like the flu and cold season. See what happens. You go peopling and see what happens. You get sick. That's why I don't go out. Well, you know, I don't have an immune system either, so. Hi, Taylor. Oh, sorry. Voice went out. Hi, Taylor. I tried. Yes, we all say hi to Ange. I hope she's okay. That's funny. I saw you asked about her today. I was in and out of U's chat today. But having difficulties, and I have to charge up my phone to get it ready for the live because it lasts like it only holds the 2 hours, like 2 hours and 15 minutes. Like usually when I'm done, then it's about dead. Just going over this reef with the red violet to kind of make it stand off this wood because the yellow is really not. I can see it not really showing up on camera. So this is where like a luminance yellow would come in handy because it would just go over it and really brighten everything up. So how you doing today, Taylor? I am almost done, and I'm hoping I'll get done tonight, but I don't know because of the floor. But I'll do everything else, and if the floor's not done, I'll just work it off camera. So I glanced at your sweet shop real quick before I came on. It's cute. I could not figure out, see, where I got stumped, those bricks in the back, how they're not separated like the bricks underneath. When I got to that, I got annoyed. I didn't want to use brain power to think it out, if you know what I mean. I've been really, really tired this week trying to get things done. So, grocery store. Yep. See, I stay away. I when I was last going to grocery stores, it's been a long time since I went to the store because the last time I went, I had to leave. I had one of my symptoms, like, I'm sure I've talked about it before, is not being able to make choices. So my head was just spinning like, do I get this or do I get that? Reading the ingredients labels, because that was when my heart and my food changed. So, I had to change my diet and check labels, and I was so confused, and I couldn't do it. And then the vertical set in from, walking around in the sand. I walked out, and honestly, and it's embarrassing to say it, I have been in and out of the store with Mike maybe once, but it's been like 8 years since I've gone grocery shopping because the aisles and the lights, they trigger the vertigo, and I just feel like I'm gonna fall. So I'm not comfortable in there. But anyway, I lost total track. Oh yeah, getting sick at the store. And they started to put the hand sanitizer, on the carts and stuff like that. I don't know, do they still do that? I do too, Taylor. It looks really cute. Thank you, Taylor. Yeah, I've had a lot of compliments on that. That's one thing when I first started coloring, Mike always talks about it. You're so good at wood and bricks and rocks, and he always says that. I used to draw a lot of wood planks and stuff into my pictures. I can't remember. Back when I first started coloring, was it Peter Hewitt? Peter Hewitt, probably. I think she used to do a lot of add-ons, and I followed her once, and it just kind of stuck. Oh, sorry for anyone following wrong. This is dark indigo. Not sure that anybody's coloring this page other than me and Amy. I don't know. Nobody really ever comments that they're coloring with me, so I don't know. And then this is just light ultramarine to blend it in. It's a good highlight for that color. One of my favorite combos in polychromos. Yeah, I'm really overthinking it too. As I pulled it out again today. Oh yeah. Oh my God. And so many things have milk hidden in it. It's like, when you get the no sodium, then it's high in fat and cholesterol and all the other crap. I know. I'm glad they didn't stop it too. That's the one nice thing about COVID, that we can get anything delivered to our door. You know, and I'm not a big drinker, but I was like, wow, can we really have alcohol beverages delivered to our door? Like, that's bizarro. You know, you can call up Applebee's and have a margarita delivered, you know. Not anymore. They're not doing the delivery now, but yep. And, you know, I don't know about your stores, but our stores, like the one time my mom ordered and we totally got a rotten head of lettuce. And, you know, she goes in to complain about it or whatever, and there's just a box. Were there any products you were unsatisfactory with? And she clicked the lettuce, and they just instantly refunded it, no questions asked. And I was like, holy cow, you know? So, and like we didn't, the only other problem we've had with it is on our bill, we had a ring of shrimp. So obviously, you know, at that time when the Door Dashers were doing the Kroger's, I don't know if you guys have Kroger's. Kroger's does their own delivery now. They used to have Door Dashes do it. So every once in a while, the Door Dashers would throw food items on your bill, so you'd have to watch your bills really closely. But since the Kroger is doing it themselves, haven't had any problems. It's so cute. They pull up with a big old truck, and the people are always super nice. They always offer to bring it into the kitchen, but yeah, I don't know about that. But I haven't been able to have it delivered since that last fall because I can't carry the groceries. So Mike's been doing the shopping, which is nice. Except for I don't get half the stuff I want. But at the same time, that's good too because you overshop when you're ordering. You know, you order like 10 things, and well, you think you order 10 things, and it shows up and you got 100 bags. So, yes. Oh, that's right, because you guys have those oh, I don't remember the names of those books, but those entangly, wavy books that she does, yeah. She's not still doing videos, is she? Drive through liquor stores. I do. Yes, I do. Look at my little pencils. I think this one I actually have one in here. This is like my favorite, one of my favorite colors. May green, I think. I do have a fresh one over here. It's earth green, but yeah, there's a May green. So some of them are filled in, but I keep them because you know that's a lot of coloring, especially in a polychromos. But they don't fit in my extenders. That's why I said I got to order a, I guess a Derwent extender because their pencils are fat. Yeah, you do overshop in person too. That's true. I don't, for some reason, I feel like you do it like it's easier just to go click, 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 and you don't visually see like your cart's overflowing and you need a second one. Sometimes when I, you know, we used to eat a lot of cheese. We don't that much anymore because of the sodium. Cheese is loaded with sodium, if anybody did not know that. And I just would be flabbergasted how much cheese that she would bring by. I'm sorry. So I finished that documentary yesterday. I feel like, yeah, as soon as they started showing the reports and stuff, I definitely remembered when that happened. But wow. Yeah, that's typical Munchausen's there. Or I think that's actually Munchausen's by proxy when you make somebody else sick. Been out of the field a long time, but I do believe Munchausen's when you make yourself sick, Munchausen's by proxy when you make somebody else sick. Which was basically the same thing, seeking the attention, so I would say they definitely categorize it. I haven't seen it. Have you? What happened to her? Yeah, I don't know. She's one that just kind of disappeared. You know, I think a lot of us that get into coloring because of illness. So unfortunately, you know, they drop off due to illness or death, getting out of control. So that is a kind of sad reality of the coloring community. Yeah, I can't remember if it was her or not. There were a lot of other big ones back then, too. I kind of wish I would have wrote on the back of the pages or the sides of the pages or something who I followed along, but I didn't. I think that's all the books. Yay! Right, I'm actually going to use this on the back of the shelf here too, which is Dark Naples Ochre. Oh my gosh, I was just going to speak your name, Jessica. And I look over and there you are. Hi everyone. Yeah, I was just mentioning that I watched it too. Yep. I said a lot of us, not all of us. But we are, like, we had to retire early or whatever and look for something to do to fill in the time, and coloring it is. So, I know just last year, 3 of the people that I used to watch passed away. I couldn't believe it. And then 2 of the people in the community at one of the channels that I watched all the time passed within like 2 months. So, I mean, it's just a fact that a lot of us that retire due to illness do fall into the coloring. So, I'm glad you don't have an illness, Taylor. That's wonderful. Yay! Also looking for companionship, something to do, how to color more, color better. Yeah, absolutely. And that daughter wants to have a relationship with her is bizarre. Like if I was a psychiatrist or the therapist or whatever, I would be way, way looking into that on the daughter because gotta knock that out of her before she gets older. That she wants a relationship with somebody that talks to her like that and making excuses for her. And no, 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 no. You need to understand that in a very rational light before you provide that forgiveness, not just, I forgive you because you're my mom. You didn't mean to do it. I don't know. That would be one person I'd love to be the therapist. Exactly. Yeah, it's a type of brainwashing. Yep. Ow. I I'm surprised they let them talk actually. Like I just kicked the camera so it's going to wobble for a minute. Oh no, Jessica. Hope you're feeling better today. Cut it out. What do you want me to cut out? I don't have any scissors. No scissors. So, yeah, so kind of a busy, busy week for me this week. Like I said, friend came to clean the house, so that was very stressful and different having somebody else do that. Very I did not feel intruded upon because she is a friend of mine, somebody who I worked with that I've known for over 30 years. So, I did feel comfortable with her and her in my home. Taylor, that is so true. I worked in the foster care system while I was doing my internship, so I was in and out of them for about 3 years, and that's what I used to tell people. You have to remember, no matter what these kids do, where people always say, tell, 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 the kids want out. That is not always true. Um, those kids want to be with their parents regardless of what they've done to them. The majority, there's a lot of kids that don't want nothing to do with their parents too. So, but it's it's very weird how some of the kids just, and they will protect them through everything. So it is extremely true. uh, it's okay. I'm working on the trees. I haven't finished the tops of the trees because I want to do them with, what do you call it? Prismacolor sticks. So I want to try to get it down here so I can do that on camera because I don't think those are available anymore. But, it is a product that's out there that a lot of us colorists have. So, and I haven't seen them really spotlighted. So I was going to do that. But I did do some of the leaves and stuff around the bottom and most of the greenery on the sides of the castle. Didn't color it all today. This is the first time I'm sitting down to color today. I was in bed most of the day today. Oh, well, that is a good thing. I didn't mean it in a bad way. Vases, always a problem for me. What do we want to do with vases? I almost didn't come live today because I am symptomatic, which means I'm having a MS flare. So my cognitive function is not 100%. Say and do things you don't want to. And it's kind of weird because you'll say things that you think you're saying something else, but something else comes out. So, I am a little worried that I might say something stupid, but hope not. How I noticed the problem when it first started was like I'm looking at an apple. I know it's an apple in my brain, but I can't say the word apple. Every other fruit in the world was coming out but apple. Right, Taylor? What, do you remember those open commercials with the sales? Open, open, open. It's saying, color me, Jessica, color me, color me, color me. Hi, Ivy. Welcome to the group. Okay, this is, oh boy. Whoever named these pencils and polychromos, we need like a pronunciation key. And why do they put these gold shiny lettering on these pencils? Okay, Elzerin Crimson. Obviously there was not an English. Oh yeah, it is a little bit. Oh no, it's so the German name and the English name are the same, so obviously there wasn't a German translation. Ozerman Crimson 226. I have no idea how to pronounce that. We'll have to leave that to view. That's it, Jessica. Brain fart. You're welcome. Thanks, Taylor. You are? Oh, no. Okay, good. Yeah, just chat. Just tell me if I say something dumb, because I probably won't even realize it. It's hard. And that's why I quit working, because I said something to someone that really could have hurt him. And, when you can't control, like you don't even know what you're saying, like what the heck are you supposed to do? I knew it was coming last week when I kept popping out, with the hell, because that's not like me. And it was just like popping out. Like usually I can filter very well, and I just was not able to. It was just out before my brain recognized it was out. So, Yeah, trying to get the house together, moving around. You know, and it honestly, if anybody knows anybody who's had a hip replacement, the posterior, because there's three different approaches, how did they manage with the no lean thing for so long? And this is a very serious question because I think like now I'm really paying attention to everything I do, that I lean forward, and it's like I really don't understand how I'm supposed to survive 8 to 12 weeks and not lean forward. And this is a very serious question, so I would appreciate any feedback if anybody of you know people that have had it and how they've dealt with it, gadgets that they bought, things that they did, maneuvers, anything like that. Highly appreciated for any help with figuring that stuff out. You did, Ivy. Wow, you blew through that. Wonderful. Yay, polychromos. You just gonna start with like a 12 pack, or sometimes like they're 36. What do they have, like a 36 and a 40 or something? Sometimes those go on really good sales because they're a strange amount. Oh, good. I will definitely look for it when I'm done with my live. I know, she busted it out though. Geez, that was a lot to do. You just started it yesterday. Well, Kim said she's bailing out because she didn't have the color cubes, but Taylor told her she could still do it without the color cubes. And I always do post the color cubes both sides on my post, so it even says the colors on the one side, which... Yeah, Taylor, when I went to match the other blues on this next card I'm doing, like this one would be more like a denim and she has muted turquoise, so, you know, it makes me wonder, am I colorblind? Is she colorblind? I don't know. But it's like the blues, and that's all I've noticed in it so far is that the blues are a little weird off. Like, you know, that one blue was not denim at all. That was more like a, I don't know, peacock blue, or it was turquoisey, so. And I'm still just using these same two colors, the burnt sienna and that one I can't pronounce. It's number, God, this shiny stuff, 226. I don't know how people read the things on luminance. Holy smokes, I cannot see the... I, silver shiny writing on light brown. Oh my goodness. I like that they're up at the top so you can sharpen them, but at the same time it's almost impossible to read. Is it just me? Is it just me and my eyes? And I have pretty good eyesight. I don't even wear glasses. I have like 20/30 vision. Well, that's nice. You're getting a guilt gift. That's nice. Yeah. Yeah, they're hard to read on here. I will definitely say. So anybody coloring tonight? Did you bust it out, Jessica? Did you get your... Are you coloring now? What are you working on now then, Taylor? Did you finish everything? Oh wait, no, you started something last night, didn't you? Did you finish that? I want to make these things gold. I have a gold gel pen down here. I know I do, but why don't I see anything today? Probably behind my computer. Oh, she's probably gonna upgrade her colors because her colors don't match. No, I don't know. What is she gonna upgrade them? Well, that's crappy. After we bought them, now she's gonna upgrade them? Did she say like how or what or... How, what, why, where? Oh. Put those in a dumb place. I thought, oh, I'll put them here and they'll be handy for when I do my live. Yeah, let me stick them behind the computer so I can't reach them. Was silly. Just gonna use this light ultramarine, go around the clock face, the illusion of glass. Ooh, my ear's ringing. Who's talking about me? This dark indigo. There is a little spot to color on. You know, I'm gonna use this for the doors too. Dark indigo. I feel like I need something hard under this page, like it's too cottony. So anyway, the Kate's Coloring Haven, kind of lost conversation there. She did a live today for the first time in a year. Did anybody watch? I was in and out a little bit. Well, that's good. Oh, those are cute little pictures. I was looking at those too. Yeah, I hope it's like more of an add-on than that she's just updating what we have to make us feel like we need to buy something better. I don't like when they do that. Oh, you just finished it? The candy store. Oh, wow, 500 more. Holy smokes. That's a lot. My mom actually did a buddy color with me in Small Victories. I don't know if I mentioned that she bought a copy. It's on sale right now, which when she said, oh, that's a cute book, I said, oh, it's probably on sale again because she's about to come out with another little book. You know, the little book, I don't remember the name of it. Small whatever. That book is actually more than the Wildflowers book. Did you guys notice that? Either way, I'll never have colorists or people backing me up over here. I just don't understand. That's okay. I'm definitely not in it for the money. Not even trying to be monetized. So. Oh, hi, View. Welcome. You're just saying. Well, that's a better idea than if she just, like, upgrades the ones that are already there, makes better pictures or whatever. Well, I know, View. I know, I know. We're trying to help you get there, too. I guess I'm just going to stick with these colors. And they stand out well against the brown, so... Keep the indigo and the light ultramarine down here, the highlight parts. And then that strange red. And I have to look for you to pronounce that one too, View. Do you have that one? The Polychromos 226. It's like alizarin. Alizarin. There we go. Alizarin. Oh, you probably could, Jessica. That's, the coloring community is probably the worst place to try to get monetized unless you're a really good artist. You know, like you were saying, a lot of the channels that, have been out for 2, 3 years, View was stating, have been listening here and there, View. I couldn't stay and watch the live because I had to charge my phone for my live. I'm sorry, but I like watching you at night anyway. Um, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah, unless you really do like really good full color alongs and very regular about it and like colorful country life there. But you don't know. Always teaching and strong see, I don't have enough confidence in my coloring, I don't think, to provide that type of to get that kind of what do I want to say, watchers. I did give a disclaimer at the beginning for those who are just coming in watching who weren't here that I am having trouble with my speech today because I am kind of in a semi flare, so words do not come easy to me today. Yeah, I know. I think that might be it, though. I'd like to hear a German person because I was saying this is one of the pencils that there's not a, that's German. Like both the names are both German, so they couldn't translate the first word. The crimson they translated, but not the alizarin or whatever it is. So I think it's a German word. So it needs a German accent. Free stuff is nice. So, back when I started coloring the 9, 10 years ago, you wouldn't believe the free stuff people got. And that's kind of why all the drama started and why all the hate and everything happened because some channels were just getting everything and other channels wouldn't get anything. And, it was just weird. But yeah, some channels never had to buy anything. Thanks, Taylor. Yeah, no, it's just really not, it's not why I started a YouTube channel. So, well, I started a YouTube channel because Amy wanted me to, but, and then she leaves me, you know. Just kidding, Amy, if you happen to be watching or watch the playback. You know, just talked to her right before I came on. Yeah, actually, I asked her to pray for me because my mom's being a little difficult this week. I just, I need some patience and some strength, that's all. My mom didn't teach me that, but the streets did. Thank you, Jessica. Oh, absolutely, Taylor. Yep, absolutely. It wasn't like that 10 years ago, though. It was a battle for, because the companies used to give a lot of the free stuff. When these companies realized colorists were buying, artist grade stuff, what's that word? You, are you still in here? You know that word. They capitalized on that. Is that the right word? Aww. The poor fly. Oh my god. Well, I can't wait to watch that view. Watch the limpy fly. Did I see somebody else come in? Oh. Hi, Is that Fernando? Yeah, Fernanda. Here, I was just saying I'm having trouble with speech and pronunciation. From Chile. Wow, welcome. Nice to have you here with us tonight. What time of day is it there? Timestamp. The walk, the rest in peace of the fly. Yeah. We have a friend from Chile in the house. I'm just dotting this chain to get the look of a gold chain over here. I do believe these things were gold. I only had one family member that had a cuckoo clock. My Aunt Gladys. Actually, my favorite aunt. Kind of chuckle as I've gotten older, come to hear that like nobody else really liked her. Like, wow, she was my favorite aunt. She was so nice to me. Well, then the reasons why they didn't like her were stupid, because they were all about how she looked, and she was too old for my uncle, and blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. Okay, family. That's real nice. Okay. Let's see. Do we get a time? Ooh. So that is 23. And I can't do that in my head. Ten 10:41 p.m. What? Would that be right? Is that 10:41 p.m.? Anyone else know Army time? You know Army time view, right? Pine cones. That's what they were. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, 12. Okay, I did 13. So it's 11. Okay. Yeah. I know, and I can't do math in my head right now. Yeah, we'll have to fix up those pine cones when that gold dries. Oh, now I wish I wouldn't have covered them up so fast, because now I can't tell if she did them pine coney or not. And these to me look to be clear, just the way she has them drawn. So I'm just going to do a blue for right now. Not sure I'm going to leave them like as a blue clear, but I'm just going to take that ultramarine light. This is the light ultramarine. I'll probably change the color. I'm not sure yet. Just darken them up. But see, you can see the topper inside here. So I do believe they're clear. Because the glass topper is shown through there. And usually those balls are glass tops. 11 p.m. Okay, so it's minus 12. Yeah, we got it. 11:41 p.m. We're on it. We're on it. I don't know if you remember too. That's why I got a Facebook because my brother was stationed in Cuba, and that's he always used to send me the time that he'd be available to do the message chat when you had to be on Facebook to be able to chat. He would always send me the hours in military time, and I'm like, stop doing that. I don't know what time it is. He's like, ugh, that's pretty funny. But, okay. I'm gonna do this wall gray, just a light gray. I don't know if I want to do warm or cold. I'm thinking maybe warm. So we're gonna use probably the cold for the floor. A little warm gray floor. Real light coat to start. Like I said, when that gel pen dries on those pine cones, I will go back in with the black pencil and kind of detail that out a little bit. Yeah, I don't really understand the reason why they do it like that. Yeah, it's like once people, like, that's how they tell time, that's how they tell time, too. They don't stop. 'Cause I'm pretty sure my brother, exactly view. Yep, dotted up like a pine cone. Um, I'm pretty sure like his watch and stuff still says military time on it. Just get used to it. Well, plus I believe he still works for the government too, because he's got some job he can't say what he does. So secret. I started asking him a bunch of questions one day, and he's like, "Will you stop it?" I'm like, "Oh, you can't tell, huh?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Oh, you could have just said that." Jeez. My aunt too. That's what I said. That was the only one in our family. Was my aunt had one. That was so long ago. And the funny thing is, that aunt was the aunt where I say she was my favorite aunt. When I would go over there, she'd pull out, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, she'd pull out coloring book and crayons for me and set me up at the bar. They had like a really nice basement and bar. She'd set me up at the bar with my coloring book and crayons. That's probably why I liked her so much. She just gave me stuff to do and left me alone. Hmm. She always had a very clean house, and I don't know, she was always nice to me. But like I said, from what I understand, the only reason they didn't like her is because her age and her looks. So, which is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I'm gonna go in a little bit harder along the sides with this, because this will actually be my darker color. I'll come back in with what did I grab? I grabbed 4, so I'll come back in and blend it with 3 warm. We're using the warm grays. Who was it complaining about the cold gray versus cool gray? I remember hearing that this week on a live. Was it any of you guys talking about the cold versus cool? I assume it's the same thing, right? Yes, hug to the memory. Absolutely, View. And yeah, I'll tell you what, the one uncle that talked about her the most was an extremely ugly person. It was you. Okay. Oh, really, View? Wow. That's fascinating. I hate to say it, but I don't think my brother would be working for the FBI or CIA. But hey, you never know. He was in the military for 15 years. You know, they played him bad too. He he wanted to retire military. He was in the Navy, and whatever happened in the middle of his 14th year, they ended his mission, like whatever it was they were doing. It got halted, ceased, however they say in military talk, and they all got discharged from the military. And he's like, well, I don't want to be discharged. And you know, he was forced to retire before his 15 year, and you know, was going to lose his pension and all this and that. And the whole troop, it wasn't just him, it was the whole troop of them. Of course they got lawyers and fought it and got their pension and stuff, but yeah, it was like crazy for him. You know, he had nowhere to go. He was stationed overseas, and you know, no warning that it was happening. It was bizarre. I like the clothes too. To me, the worms are very gray. I'm not gray. Duh. The worm grays are gray, like brownie. Yep. Yes. Good difference in percentages, but yeah. So it was kind of sad because he kind of lost his direction. You know, he didn't know what he was going to do with his life. To be a military guy, that's what he wanted to do. But he's back in line now. Ended up having 2 kids and divorced now. But I don't get to see him too much. He lives in Vegas. So 2 of my brothers live in Vegas. I have no idea where out. Housing is very cheap there for some reason in the area there. Don't know why. Okay, where's my warm grays? All I can find is gold. There they are, warm gray 3. That's the one I want. Oh, Jessica, that's why you're not feeling good. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, that red around that reef really helped on the camera, huh? Yeah, that looks good. It's so weird how different the stuff looks on camera, and Kim's not telling me. Well, I guess I'm in frame what I'm coloring, so it's okay. I don't know if she's going to stay awake. She has not been feeling well. Kim, you haven't streamed all week, have you? The beginning of the week? Monday? Monday. I tell you, what a blur this week has been. Like I said, I don't know if I was talking to myself or anybody was here yet, but I did have half of my house cleaned. She's coming back this Tuesday, so that was extremely stressful on me. You know, it was funny too because I always tease my mom, you know, her hearing issues. And she always says that I slur and I don't speak up and I don't talk clear, and that's why she can't hear me. So I was talking to my mom while the housekeeper was here, and my mom, what? Huh? What? And then the housekeeper's got her radio playing like really quiet all the way across the house on the other side of the room. And there's a song playing, singing the words, and my mom like repeats some of the words and says, "Oh, who is that? That's a nice song." And she just calls my mom out. It was so funny. How can you hear that and you can't hear her? I just like busted laughing. I'm like, you tell her. I said, she says I slur and don't talk clear. And she's like, no, you don't. I'm like, I know. I know. It's her selective hearing. She don't want to hear me. But it was pretty funny. Yes, you did call me. Thank you. You were there for support. I appreciate that. She talked to me almost the whole time, and like I said, she told me she wore headphones, but she didn't. She brought this little speaker and set it down, so I had to listen to her music too, which I didn't really care for that, but I could tell she was a little nervous. You know, she knows me as a clean freak. We waitressed together for probably 10 years, and she even said that. She had me in her head. Do that. You didn't finish this. Go finish that. That's not right. You got to do. She said she had me like she reverted back to those days of me being her, not really your boss. It's like the lead before you can leave, and make sure your side work's done and whatever. And no, I did not let you slide. Our restaurant was clean and it stayed clean and it's still clean to this day. And it was a very good family-owned business restaurant. And yeah, so that was kind of funny. Which was the reason why I used her when I saw because I knew she knew it was like a situational thing that my house was not clean, because she knows me as a clean freak. So it did make me feel a little bit better rather than just having a stranger who knows nothing about me. And then working with her in the business, I know she's not a thief, or if she was a super good one. But, she dealt with the money there. She was a hostess before a waitress, so she worked with the money a lot, and there was never a problem. She didn't drive when I worked there, so every Christmas I would always take her out Christmas shopping or to pick up her layaway or whatever she needed done, so... So I didn't feel too bad. Well, plus, like I said, she's got a business and I hired her. It's not like she's doing it for free. So, but yeah, it was very nerve-wracking and I was extremely exhausted. I felt like I cleaned the whole house. But I'm glad the initial is over. Now I know how to feel next week. Thank you to anyone watching and not commenting. Thanks for the likes. I appreciate you all being here. Anybody watching the replay, always appreciate it. Trying to figure out what to do with my channel while I can't record. I'm gonna try the week before to record maybe like 8 either shorts or videos or something. So I have one thing that I can upload each week. I don't know that I'll be gone that long, but it could be that long. It may be even longer. So, or just not do nothing. I'm not quite sure yet. Now, didn't I have a black pencil? Didn't I bring a black down last week? Oh no, that was white. I did not bring a black. Okay, so I can't fix the clock yet because I do not have a black. Those pink flowers kind of blended right into that background. So I want to try to do a little darker on top. I think this is magenta. It's a pretty dark pink. Hi, Carol. Welcome. Well, thank you. You lurk away, and I'm glad you're enjoying. Nice to have you in. To see you. How are you doing tonight? Magenta. Yeah, we'll stick with this. Stands up pretty good up here. That wood just kind of hides my flower colors. I'm gonna go in with some kind of Posca or Tuliard or something and pop these flowers down here. Okay, welcome back, Kim. Yeah, me too, because the first time I mentioned having to get somebody because I can't bend. So, not being able to bend to clean is quite difficult. And what's happening now is I can't carry anything. The more weight I carry, and using a walker, it's kind of hard to carry anything anyway. Um, so yeah, I just had to call in help. And when I was first talking about it, people are like, "Oh no, you can't trust anybody. They'll rob you blind. You hear stories about that all the time." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Oh God." So then I had to get that through my head for a month, and then all of a sudden, I was on Facebook one day and I noticed a friend of mine popped up that she's doing cleaning and gardening, and I'm like, yeah, that's my ticket. So, one of those things, everything happens for a reason, right? Good. Glad you're okay. I'm okay too. Sometimes, Kim, when you have those colds, don't you want it just to fall off? I usually have to switch over to toilet paper because everything else is so hard. I haven't had a bad cold. Oh, I'm on wood. Let me knock on it. In quite a while. But it's. We did all get really sick last year, so. It's that time of year. Kids back to school and germs. Which we're pretty safe. We stay away from kids. Um, and being that, my mom's having her cataract surgery Tuesday, and then me, um, both of our paperworks, like if family members are sick, don't let them in the house. So, hopefully, we will stay flu free this year. Lotion tissues. See, I have a hard time with those. Like, I feel like then, like, your nose is still dripping because it's wet from the lotion. Oh, that's good, Jessica. Well, you're a good person. Yes, absolutely. Been doing a lot of praying, Ivy. That's for sure. I'm getting so nervous. So, I keep saying I'm in God's hands. It'll be okay. Just keep reinforcing those nerves with those thoughts. So, thank you. Oh, I did use, what did I use? Permanent green for the greenery in here. To go in between a little light. I don't want to darken it up with the permanent green. I'm going to use a lighter green. Just put some green in here. I think that might have been top of the book up there, but I don't know. I'm going to make it wall. Hope my head's not in the way. Is my head in the way? Really leaned over. Ooh, I forgot. I'm glad I went up there because I forgot to do the warm gray 3 up in here on top of the books. Speaking of runny noses. Oh, you do use the lotion tissue? Yeah, I never feel like my nose is dry when I use that. Kim, I don't know if you were here when I was saying my biggest concern now is how to function not being able to lean forward for 8 weeks. I really don't understand. I said I think I'm gonna have to get on YouTube and join a hip replacement group or something. That's a long time to not be able to lean forward. I mean, that's like everything. Like Mike was talking about, we have a little refrigerator down here, and he's like, well, I'll put it in the bedroom. I'm like, why? I won't be able to go into it. You know, it's only 2 feet tall. I'd have to lean over to get in. And then I'm like, how do you brush your teeth and not lean forward? I'm just going to be dribbling down my face. You know, I have all these silly, stupid questions. Like, think about that. Like, I was really focused on it yesterday and today. Like, everything you do, you lean forward. You know, some people say they were using grabbers, you know, to be able to do a load of laundry. People that live alone, and there's something wrong with our dryer door, so it's like super hard to close. So I know I won't be able to do laundry at all. It's been like that. You know, it was a new dryer, and I didn't really realize it was a problem. I just thought, oh, this is kind of hard to open, but it's gotten worse, and it's something with that little plastic thing that dryer thing pops into. It is actually like it sounds. But yeah, I don't talk. 3 days before the surgery is the next time that I get to talk to anybody, so that's kind of nerve-wracking too. But oh well, we shall see. So I kind of feel like okay, let me do this cat because I know I want an orange kitty. So I'll put in some terracotta on these highlight spots. I did, Ivy, yes. Yep. So did Jessica. She watched it too. As soon as it started playing, I remembered, like, they started showing the news clips. I was like, oh yeah, I remember this. So the plot twist kind of was spoiled for me because it was headline news here. You know, that only happened about an hour and a half away from me, so that's bizarre. Yeah, I was talking that is definitely like the one. I think it was the superintendent of the school mentioned it was Munchausen's behavior. Yeah, Munchausen's by proxy because she was doing it to somebody else to get herself the attention. So definitely some type of Munchausen's like that, I would say. I'm sure it got categorized as that. But yeah, I really worry about the daughter more so. We were talking about that because I was like, yeah, when I worked in foster care, the kids just, no matter what, they wanted to be with their parents. They really didn't care about the abuse. Some did, but for the most part, most of them just wanted to go back home. They wanted to be with their parents, making excuses for them. And the parent could be sitting there saying, I don't love you, let them take you, you blah, blah, blah. And they'd still, no, I know you love me, Mom. You know, that woman is absolutely terrible. Absolutely. Yeah, she was totally, and she continued to manipulate her. I don't think they should have allowed her to be able to talk to her while she was in jail, but that was weird. like some kind of order. No contact, no contact. No phone calls, no nothing. Sorry, this is burnt ochre. So far burnt ochre and terracotta for kitty cat. I will not be coloring 21 cats. I need a picture of one of your kitties for this. You've got real life. Yeah, I told you my words are gone. Samples. It's not the word, but good enough. Apples, oranges, all the same. Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay. Yeah, he was. And very hurt. It's so hard for me to watch men cry. I just really struggle with that. That was one of my hardest things when I was doing therapy, when the men would cry. Oh, is that what happened? I must have missed that part. Tang? Okay. He's got a teeny tiny... she pretty much colored the nose black and then just left the highlight. So yeah, I won't be doing anything to that. And that little white spot, yes, will be staying white. So I guess it's Tang. I was going to put a little bit of brighter orange in there. Just, sometimes they... So just a little bit of dark cadmium here and there. Just a little bit. I don't even know if it'll show up. Yeah, and Mike was laughing at me because he read the everything and he goes, "Oh, you'll remember as soon as you start seeing it or whatever." And so I'm like, why did they wait so long to call the police? That I will never understand. What was it, like 18 months before they called the police? Why did they wait so long? Well, geez, because it was the mom. So, yep. These pencils are cold today. They're not blending. Okay, enough color. Now we gotta work that in with some ivory or something. Did I pull my ivory out? I did. Okay, what do we got in chat? I think so too. Didn't she even mention that in the interview that she was jealous of her? I have a friend that her mom is jealous of her, and it was so hard for me to comprehend. And the mom used to always tell her, "Well, you can't do this and you can't do that." And I'm like, "What?" And she's 10 years younger than me, my friend. So, and I met her, she was 17, I was 27. I had been living on my own since I was 19. I had my own house already. And she kept saying she wanted to move out, and her mom kept telling her she couldn't do it. And I'm like, you have the same job I have. You absolutely can. So she's like, well, I don't know anything about budgets and this, that, or whatever. And anyway, I sat her down and made her out a budget and showed her, how it could be done. And then we looked at apartments and arranged it. Anyway, she moved out, but still to this day, like, her mom is jealous of her. And I don't understand that. How you're jealous of your child. You should just be proud and happy. So if they have more than you do, that's wonderful. Isn't that a parent's whole goal, that your kids don't struggle? If you had struggles as a parent, that they wouldn't have those struggles and not make the same mistakes you make. And it's just, baffling to me. Hi, Chrissy. Yep, that did kind of come apparent at the end, didn't it? That the mom wanted the boyfriend. Yep. You know, when I was in grade school, our economic teacher had an affair with. Our grade school was kindergarten to eighth grade, so he was sixth, seventh, and eighth grade. They had an affair, and she was in her 30s. I actually seen that woman later when I was about 16, 17 years old and was working in a drugstore. And she actually ran up to me, pretty much still crying about it, that he broke her heart and she just left him and he wanted to go experience because that was the only relationship he had. And I'm like, even at that age, like 16, 17, like now it's totally, lady, you crazy. And the boy that she was with just happened to be my stepmom's best friend's son. So, of course, I had inside information that she didn't know. But, yep, it happens, and it's creepy. Yep, yep, yep. Very creepy. And he wasn't even like one of the popular guys. He was actually a very unpopular. He wasn't even one of the popular boys. Very unpopular. Wasn't into sports, you know, not really good looking, a little bit overweight, which may be why she preyed on him. I don't know. But that's definitely preying because kids trust adults at that age. Exactly, it can. Of course, you want them to be better, not jealous that they have better. Oh, I totally forgot about that part, yeah. And then it's not like you think. It's not like, what do you mean it's not like you think? You've been lying for, what did he say? It was like over a year in the end, right? Just straight up lies, lies, lies. Chris, if you're wondering what we're talking about, Taylor has us all watching this documentary, something, something, catfish on Netflix. So that's what we're talking about. What does the term catfish actually mean? Like, I meant to look that up after the movie. That's like after my time, I guess. Like faking who you are, hiding who you are. Yeah, that is bizarre. Yeah, I'm sure you were like, what the heck are you talking about? Yeah, that binder was huge. Well, she even said she was totally obsessed that she would stay up all night and she couldn't stop. So, yeah, definitely a very, very bad obsession. Okay. I think this back pillow, I'm just going to do like a light creamy color. Hi again to anybody watching and not chatting. Definitely appreciate you being here. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thought I might get this done tonight. Oh, we are moving quite along. I thought, well, maybe not, but yeah. I don't know what color to do that base. Maybe blue, blue too. This is just a cream for the base of this pillow. Can't bring too much color in here with Orange Kitty. I definitely got to fix that cat. I'm not happy with him at all. We'll get it. We'll get it. Matter of fact, I'm going to take this terracotta right now. Yeah, it is weird. And I would be she's just going to hurt her daughter again. I don't know. I think there's like an age limit right now where the daughter, she can't see her, but probably after her probation is up. Didn't seem like very much time for a felony charge. She only did, what, 19 months for a felony charge? Like, wow. Well, this is the outside of the ear. Okay. We'll get that outside. Alright, that's a little better. A little bit, a little bit. Yellow. Like, what color am I looking for? Yellow, yellow, yellow. I probably already have this out here. Here, the dark maples. Use the dark maples for a low light. Do those still look white on camera? So now I need something else to watch, because that was just a fill-in. I just finished watching Animal Kingdom. What else you watch? Taylor, you got anything else to watch next? Yeah, I think she did too. Hopefully she's got like, and I don't remember hearing that, where she had to get therapy for long term. Hopefully like court-ordered therapy, or you go back to jail. Prison. That was felony. She was in prison, right? She says nope. Nothing. Nope. Yeah, I went back to watching Matlock. Well, today I have a bunch of lives to watch because it looked like a lot of people went live today. So now I gotta watch views. Shanny Blue. I'll probably just watch that tonight. Already watched Master Chef. It's usually my Friday night to watch, but I already watched that today. So I just used the 3 colors on this pillow, and the brown ochre I pretty much just used for the dots in here. So they show up just a little bit. Which is pretty sloppy, but definitely not a masterpiece. So I don't know. We probably won't finish. If we start another page, we probably won't finish the page. So I don't know what you guys think. Should I start another Teresa Goodrich page, or work on, because I think I can do 2 more lives, work on a whip that I already have in just a random book. What do you think? I think I want that vase green, and I know that's not going to look good. Let me see. Yeah, this will be okay. We'll do chrome oxide green. Okay, where are we at? Yeah, I don't think I could watch that. It's Start a new one? Whip. Okay, we need a tiebreaker. Start a new one or a whip. So, Taylor, what book would you want me to work in? Do you have any of these books? I have 4 of them down here. Of course, I have other ones. I got Village Charm, Main Street, Afternoon Tea, and Country Kitchen Charm. Oh, Kim, are you still here? I have to show you this since you didn't have this book. I almost forgot. I'm glad I pulled that pile over here. Are you still awake? I have to show you something. Anybody ever watch Bugs Bunny? It kind of sounded like the... What was that skunk? Come here, little darling. I have something to show you. Do Autumn Charm with you? Afternoon tea. Yeah, I have to say, I think I have Autumn Charm. Okay, Kim, check this out. Are you watching? Okay, this is Afternoon Tea. Teresa Goodrich, right? Teresa Goodrich. See that? Teresa Goodrich. CCC. La Pew! Yes! That's Pepe Le Pew. I can't think of his name. Thank you. That would have drove me bonkers. Look at. I think she's holding out on us. And there's another one. I think I went too far. Can you believe she colored or drew these flowers? I don't believe it. I think she paid somebody else to draw these flowers. What you think? Isn't that crazy? Like, why do we get these weird little flowers when she can draw flowers like that? Teresa Goodrich drew these. Do you have, oh, what the heck was the Autumn Charm, Taylor? God. Like, my pencil ran away. Here it is. Okay, I gotta get focused. I'm all over the place with this page. Got a half a pillow, got a half a vase. It's because I don't know what I want to do with it. And I knew I wasn't gonna like this green. But I'm gonna use, they have like a gray green, and I'm gonna blend it in with that, hopefully. I'm not having much luck blending these pencils. They don't want to blend today. Oh, hit the camera. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't believe it either. Alright, we'll have to see where I'm at next Friday. If I have a whip like I want to get done down here. Because the things I color down here, I don't carry this stuff back and forth. It's just too hard, so... What's down here stays down here, and it goes back and forth, so... I'm going to try not to have, you know, a whole bunch of whips. It's going to be a while before I'm going to be able to color again, so... I'm kind of making me sad, very sad already, actually. It's like I'm having coloring withdrawals already. Okay. So that was chrome oxide green, earth green, and white. And just kind of blended those together. And I'm going to put something gold in the middle. Like I'll do a bright yellow. Did I have my cadmium yellow? I think he's in a bad spot today. So we'll go the cadmium yellow. Give that illusion of gold. With the brown ochre. Grabbed every pencil but that one. Burnt ochre. Just a little bit. Ooh, got a big glare. Alright. So where are we at here? I'm not sure. You'll order it? Okay. I'm pretty sure I have Autumn Charm. Yeah, you showed me the pumpkin page with your glowing pumpkins. Thanks, Jessica. I'll be okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't be sad and stressed for me. I will be fine. Autumn Charm. Yep. I mean, I can't help not to be worried, you guys, and I'm sorry, but, you know, I am. And like I said, I do leave it in God's hands and say, don't worry, and worry doesn't change anything. But, you know. Coloring is like so much enjoyment for me. I'm gonna miss it. We're gonna try to hook up something in bed so I can do some coloring, but it'll probably be a minute. You know, but you can guarantee I will be back at it as soon as possible. The other thing is, you know how you stop doing something for a while and you lose interest? I hope that doesn't happen. Like, oh, I just don't want to do it anymore. Boy, will I be mad if that happens. Yeah, I didn't even think about bringing that Autumn Charm book down. For one, I figured you'd be done before I could even get it started. So I'm just going in here a little bit. This is light cobalt turquoise. Just a little bit more color in these. Yeah, it's an older one, so hopefully it's $4 or $5 range. Yeah, I don't want to leave. Yeah, I'll definitely be. I assume I'll be up more often, so I'll be on more of the lives during the day and that kind of thing. So that'll be a good thing. Oh, you're gonna order it? Okay, cool, Taylor. How much was it? I think Jessica Chrissy, which one? Oh, Chrissy. Okay. Oh, she's going to look. Look. Go. You been sleeping. You know, Jess, I don't know if you caught that, Taylor, when you asked about Jess from Valentini Arts that I had said in the chat because you asked where she'd been, that I saw her somewhere. I don't remember where, but she said she had COVID and she was just starting to feel better. So I can't remember where I saw her now. Maybe at Shanny's. Thank you, Jessica. Me too. Oh, wow. Well, yeah, you can't beat that. $6 for 32 pages, hours and hours and hours of enjoyment. Okay. This pillow, I'm kind of stumped, but I think I'm gonna kind of go with reds. Just because there's no red really on this page other than this clock. So this is that alizarin, I'm gonna say alizarin red. I'm pretty sure my floor is gonna be gray here. That's kind of been my thoughts. Like this pillow will do red with the gray stripe, kind of bring that gray in. The wall's gray, so probably just do a gray floor. Yeah. Autumn Charm, Teresa Goodrich. Creative Haven. That will be the next. Actually, Kim started the page. I don't. Were you coloring that in Alive at all, Kim? I wish I had that book down here. I'd show the page. So that will be our next color along that will start next Friday. It'll be out of Autumn Charm. Yeah, I should get one autumn book in. See, I'm hoping by the time I can color again, Hannah Carlson's Halloween book will be available here, and maybe a little cheaper. Probably be past Halloween, so might be a little cheaper. Who's all getting that book? No? Okay. I couldn't remember if you started it or showed it or anything. Gotta love when the brain don't work, especially with the mouth. It's like a disconnect in between the brain and mouth. So for these, I will do the cool grays. These are cold, I'm sorry, so cold grade 4. Come in kind of dark for some of these ruffles that she has the darker lines on. And then what I normally do is take like a Posca paint pen, sometimes even the jelly rolls for this, because it doesn't matter if it's a solid line, because I'm just trying to make it look like fuzz. So sometimes that broken line works for that kind of a look. What did I say this was? 4. This is probably 3. And then 3 in the middle, so get a little bit of a highlight. Keep that there for a minute. You ordered it too? Okay, great. Nice. Oh no, we're not doing afternoon tea. It's in Autumn Charm. Oh, sorry, Jessica. So yeah, repeat. Next week we will then start that picture in Autumn Charm. Again, Creative Haven, Teresa Goodrich. Have to, yeah, because if I don't finish this tonight, I'll just finish it off camera because it's be kind of boring just to watch me do solid floor work anyway. I'll probably checker it a light gray and a darker gray, and then, you know, like, don't really have many beiges in the polychromos, but what I'm thinking of is that weird pink. What's that weird pink they have? Could be a good grout color. It's actually, is it a skin tone? No. That's Venetian. Or maybe just the dark warm. Yeah, probably like the dark warm. Oops, missed one of the tassels here. That deer. So yeah, a lot of shopping this week in preparation for things and trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work, what fits where. Oh, thank you, Jessica. Oh, that's nice of you, Taylor. Okay, 21 cats and 2 dogs. Busy, busy lady. If it doesn't come before you get started, country charm. Okay. Oh, you should get it, Chrissy. Those come pretty fast. It didn't say like arriving tomorrow. She's gonna ignore you, Taylor. Ivy, do you have a birthday too? Does everybody got a birthday right now? It's the birthday girls. You got a September birthday? My little nephew's twins just turned 14. I can't believe they're 14. It's gone by so fast. They were super preemies, both under 2 pounds when they were born. They both had to have brain surgery and lung surgery, and they are so healthy and happy, and now that's a miracle. My sister got really lucky when she had them. There was a renowned specialist that had twins himself that did the same operations on his babies that needed to be done on hers. And he was here from another state when they were born, and he kind of stayed here to take care of her babies, to do all the surgeries they needed. Your birthday was at the end of the July? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I would think. You'd get them pretty quick. Oh, okay. I gotcha, Chrissy. to, I don't know if I want to go with the darker red or keep this as the dark red. That's what I was kind of trying to, I think I'm going to go darker and leave this as the highlight. So I'm just going to pull the dark red and use this as the low light. And then we'll blend that down. So what I'll do to try to do them, because I doubt I'll finish that autumn picture in 2 lives, record like 20-minute videos of finishing it up, and then I can kind of post those. I don't know if I could do maybe a little bit longer than 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that, and I'll finish that up on videos then. It'll give me something to record, to drop while I can't record, to upload. So, and that was Mike's idea. I'm like, I don't really care. You know, he's like, well, you don't want to lose your people and your subscribers and all you worked for. And I'm like, well, yeah. He's like, well, just record a couple, you know, and you can drop one once. And I'm like, okay. He might be my cameraman for my first video. We got one coming in Sunday. Okay. Oh, wow. 3 days? That's quicker than, almost as quick as Taylor's getting it from Amazon. That's good. Was it as cheap there? Was it $6 there too? I hope. Her autumn books are really cute. That whole Charm series was cute. I don't know. I don't think I bought them all though. It was so funny, Chrissy. It was you, Chrissy, right? Who told me the 2 books they have, and I happen to be 2 I don't have. The reason I don't have some is because my mother actually used to color them, and she would color them front to back and finish them. So if I don't have a Teresa Goodrich book, that's why. And my mom loved the gnome books. So the only gnome book I have left is Christmas, I think. Gnomes for Christmas. I think that's the only one I have. And just using this white to keep that highlight in the middle a little bit. So yeah, that was pretty funny. I was a little embarrassed. Here I am. Yes, that's crazy. I'm like, I was embarrassed to tell you I didn't have either one. Oh, wow, even cheaper at Walmart. Cool. Nice. That is good. Well, hopefully, Jessica, I will be able to finish our magical world picture. I should be able to. Like, that's upstairs, so I color that every day, you know, so, and like I said, I'm going to bring it down and do the video for the Prismacolor sticks, especially with so many people getting back into crayons and stuff. You know, those are definitely more pigmented than the sticks there. Oh, it's $4.49 on Amazon. Well, why did Taylor have to pay $6? Just you know, exactly. Okay, if this keeps rolling, we may buy them again. That's happened. I bought Home Sweet Home is a second copy that I have, so because Mom colored that one, and I wasn't gonna get it again, but then seeing everybody's pictures and like other people flipping through it, I was like, oh, it's so cute. Okay, I'm buying another one. And I think we've done the most pictures in this one. This is our third. Yeah, see, that's the other thing. I can use markers maybe in Autumn Charm and whip that picture out, or ink tents. Should I do ink tents? We haven't done that yet. Christmas collies. I still haven't got any comments that people follow along with the colors and the pencils, so if you do, please let me know so that I do stick the pencils that you have, because I don't mind if you let me know. I am by heart a pencil girl. I like my pencils best, so no problem at all. My nose is running and annoying me. Hang on 1 minute, and I apologize. Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing yours too. Taylor, are you using your community thing? I noticed after you talked about it that it's actually available for me too. Um, and if you are, do you know, can other people post pictures then using that? That would really be the only reason well, conversation's good too, so they're not, that might be a good thing to activate. Kept thinking every time I go to your channel, I go over there to look at that, and I've noticed you posted more pictures. And get sidetracked and forgot to look to see if you activated it. I'm hungry again today. What did everybody have for dinner? I think I might make a patty melt. I got some bread up there. Bread is weird. I don't know. I don't know what they've done to bread. It either molds the next day or lasts forever. And when it lasts forever, that kind of scares me because that's a lot of preservatives. Okay. Oh, okay, you do follow. Okay. You haven't eaten yet either. Oh, that sounds good, Ivy. Mm. I didn't even get ham for Easter because my mom, we bought a little ham thinking, well, we could give her a little piece. I looked up the sodium content of ham. I'm like, why do people eat ham? Holy smokes. It is so bad for us. Yeah, I don't think I could consciously, in good faith, give my mom a piece of ham. So put it in the freezer. We usually get a great big, we have a Dearborn factory here, which is local. And they have really, really good hams. Hearing a strange noise upstairs. Hope my mom's okay. Kind of threw her dinner at her today and left her. I'm not having a good day today, pain-wise. I didn't even think I was gonna get out of bed. I cooked a double batch of chili. Well, I was gonna make chili, and Mike said, "Would you mind making a double batch so we can freeze some?" Because he's gonna have to cook for us for a couple of months at least. So he's like, "That'll help me out. You guys both like your chili, right?" I'm like, "Great." He's like, "Will you make a double batch and freeze some?" I'm like, "Sure." Well, I was halfway through chopping because I put all the peppers, yellow, orange, and red bell peppers in the chili and the onion. So I was halfway through chopping the stuff and I was done. And I should have just stopped. But, you know, I've got the hamburger browned, and I chopped up I used all fresh tomatoes. So it was all fresh tomatoes chopped up and sitting on top of the beef in the crock pot. And I'm like, okay, just push through, push through. Yeah, big mistake. Now I'll be worthless for 3 days, but hey, we got lots of chili. Oh, right, Taylor. You know, do you remember when there wasn't tax? Like, that was so cool. Do you remember when we could order on Amazon and it was tax free? Do you remember the good old days? Yeah, and then in the end, I don't even like the chili because, like I said, she bought, there's a knot in that paper, and my pencil's really dark right there. I hate when it happens. Italian style tomato sauce. It tastes like spaghetti sauce. So, but anyway. What'd you have for dinner, Taylor? Kim probably didn't eat. She's not feeling good. Yeah, patty melt is probably one of my favorite foods. So it's a good comfort food, which is why I kind of want one tonight. But if Mike's gonna cook something, I might just whatever he eats. So, what are you having? I mean, he would cook for me anyway if I asked him to, but probably not a patty melt. He'd probably get breakfast. Taco salad. Oh, that sounds good. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Yeah, that taco salad last week was really good that we had. Well, he made double decker tacos the first night too, and then I had the taco salad the next night. He made the taco. I was gonna have the taco salad that night too, but he made the double deckers, and I'm like, he's like, "You sure you don't want one?" And I'm like, so I could just take this plate of food and I'm good, or I could come make the salad. I'm like, okay, I'll take. And I've never had a double decker taco, just not anything I've ever really been interested in trying, you know. And I like soft tacos and I like hard tacos and I like beans. I don't know why I never had one. Just never did. Yeah, pretty good. So I ate the double deckers the first night and then had the taco salad the second night. So that worked out well. I wanted Mexican Sunday too, but I can't remember what happened. Mike went somewhere. He didn't eat at home. Geez, I don't remember. Oh no, he cooked. He made something. Made ribs in the oven, now that I think about it. Yeah, we had ribs in the oven. That's my favorite way to have ribs. Slow cooked in the oven, 4 or 5 hours. They fall off the bone. So Ivy gets hers before yours and you bought it. That's not fair. Oh. Yep, I like the nice crispy shell, and I liked them when they used to do them with corn instead of flour. I don't know why they switched to flour. I liked the corn crispy shell with the taco salad. This last taco salad, I did Doritos, so I had the crispy Doritos in it rather than a shell. Apparently, Ivy. Who do you know, Ivy? They got your number. They're like, oh, it's Ivy. We have to send that tomorrow. Ivy Pearl. That's it. She's got the in. Something went very wrong over here. The layering polychromos are not layering anymore. Alright, I think I have a full blender around here somewheres. That might be what I need. Alright. Well, I'm glad I talked myself into coming live again. The last 2 Fridays I've really been struggling because I just, don't want to be all Debbie Downer. But yeah, definitely just hanging out with the girls helps. I missed you guys this week. It didn't seem like there were very many lives this week. Or was they just all in the morning? No, it didn't seem like there were many in the morning. I know I caught Ivy's. I was watching you while I was making the chili. Or listening. Can't say I actually watched too much, but I did listen. Answered questions. Amy supposedly sent me some. Remember I was talking about the burnishing things that I just did this and I've thought about buying the burnishers. She said to me, I'm sending you burnishers, don't buy any. Like, oh, okay. Alrighty. I hope she didn't mail them from Georgia. It takes forever. I don't think so. She hasn't been there in a while. Great, I like that pillow. Okay. I don't. The bottles look pretty decent off camera here. I know, like, they don't look like there's anything on them, but darken up this edge and see if that shows up. A little bit. Okay. Thank you. You guys are all so nice. Nice. What would you like some of those of, Jessica? Corn shell is always better. Yep. Did Taylor say which one she liked better? No. Wait. Nope. Nope. Okay, so for the floor, like I said, for these tassels too, I'm going to do a little bit of the light gray in here. Probably don't even need to add the white. Oh, I didn't know I kicked the camera again. Sorry about that. God, there's so much delay. Okay. Well, I want the colors to be able to show. Let me see this one. So warm gray 4. And warm gray 3. So this is the 3. See if they show up good enough. You do like the flower better? Okay. Well, you're on that mission, Ivy. You're like trying everything. You're so cute and excited, too. I just love it. Right? Taco Light. Nope. It's so funny back when Taco Bell was good. For real. Oh my god, they're horrible now. I made Mike go get me a couple tacos like 2 months ago, and I was like, well, I'm kind of glad he did because now it's like, okay, I don't want that crap anymore. Ugh. Gosh, what did they do? It's terrible. And so expensive. Okay, and the warm gray 4. So hopefully this works. Oh, you know why I couldn't find that color I'm missing? Because I'm using it. I'm working on a page in Botanicum. That's another weird name, isn't it? But yeah, it's the cinnamon I think I was thinking about. So I will probably do a little video of me coloring this too. It'll be one of the videos I do. So this is in Botanicum. I'm working on that. I don't even know if those colors will show up. Oh my god, they are expensive. So expensive. I can't eat them anymore. It's too easy to make them at home. I wondered that, Ivy, because it used to be so good. And no tummy ache, exactly. The only thing I can't make at home is that Mexican pizza, which is a bummer. I was a big anchorito, the enchilada burrito slash thing when they were original, and they had the 3 little olives on top and the tiny little shredded onions and so much real cheese. Like they don't even use the fine fancy cheese anymore. I was so disappointed. Oh, you are gonna color it with me, Kim? Okay, cool. Because I do remember too when one of my girlfriend's daughters went to college, she gave her like a bunch of money for food and she told her to go to Taco Bell because the food was fresh. You know, they had fresh vegetables and fresh chicken and fresh burgers. So that's my acknowledgement of knowing that their food was fresh. She must have worked there at some point or something. That's like my ex-husband. He worked at Kentucky Fried Chicken, and people don't believe me. Like, And I don't know if it's still like this today, but they actually had whole chickens come in. They cut them, they breaded them, they fried them. Their food used to be all cooked there fresh. I have no idea if it's still like that now, but it was. I assume that's a national change too, chain, Kentucky Fried Chicken. I always forget states are so different. Like we have better made chips in Fago, but you know that's locally made and other people don't have it. Wow. Well, no wonder it was so good, Ivy. Yeah, and it was. It was so good. This last, I swear, there was less than a tablespoon of meat inside my taco. I was like, I took 3 tacos and made one. It was ridiculous. Like, that does not even make sense. Well, I'm going to tell you guys this. I don't know if you have Tubby's subs, but I've been craving Tubby's subs forever. Forever and ever is my absolute favorite. I usually get it for my birthday because it's the only time of year. Mike doesn't like it, so he won't go. You know, I haven't been driving. Just discovered it's been over 2 years now that I haven't driven, which is sad. But so anyway, I door dashed Tubby's. I think it was Monday for 2 subs, steak and cheese subs, French fries, and cheese sticks. It was $67. I'm like, okay, well, we can't eat for the next 3 days. Well, of course, you know, I cut my sub in threes, and my mom's was in half. Like, what are you, $30 for a steak and cheese sub? Are you kidding me? And I've never door dashed before, so that was free fee. Good Lord. Oh, right? Wow, the taco shells were fried fresh? Oh, wow. But no, Taylor, it was free. I've never had DoorDash before, so it was free. Like, I had my tax, you know, there was no DoorDash charge. Um, they stuck a $14 tip on there for the driver, which is crazy too. But yeah, so pretty much those subs were $25. Now, what I've heard from employers, I don't know if this is true or not, are the DoorDash prices higher in general for the food? Like, say, if you went to the sub shop and bought the sub, it would be $20, but because you're buying it from DoorDash, it's 25, and then you still have to pay fees? Because I was just, what? No, my mom paid for it, so, you know, I'm not rich like that. Well, my mom's not rich either, but when I splurge because, like I said, I don't go anywhere, I don't do anything. You know, I figure how much is a movie these days? If you everybody, it's okay to go to a movie, so I don't know. That's why I don't feel guilty about buying coloring stuff when I want to, because I don't spend money on anything else. I don't get gifts because I don't exchange because I can't get out and shop. And we were all just doing gift cards, you know. So and so give me a $50 gift card, I give them a $50 gift card. So we were all just like, yeah, don't worry about it. We'll just get together. So when I want stuff, I just, you know, I gotta get it myself. $25 for 2 subs is normal. Mm. I see you in there making fresh sour cream. That's funny. Yeah, the $14 thingy. Tip. Yep. Yeah, well, I'll never do that again, so. And the sub wasn't as good as it used to be, so. And I can get, and see, I guess that's kind of why I wanted to do it, because the same thing worked with the Taco Bell. Like, I kept craving the Taco Bell, so then I had it and don't want it anymore. So now with the Tubbies, same thing. I had it, now I don't want it anymore. And I like steakums, you know, the frozen steakums, because that's pretty much what Tubby uses. So I can make my own at home with steakums and lettuce, tomato, and cheese, and the sub bun. It'll be better. It'll be bigger and better than Tubby's. But yeah, it was my brother's fault I broke in and did it, because he was home from Vegas and he went to Tubby's and had a taco sub, and he took a picture of it. Oh, I got my taco sub, which was also one of my, when I used to eat there regularly, I switched between the taco and the steak, but since I only get it once every 2 years, which now I won't have it anymore. I'll just be getting my steakums in a sub bun. Okay, so I do like these floor colors, so that if I don't get it finished, which probably not, because we're getting a time here, warm gray 4 and the warm gray 3. Now let me see if that cinnamon will work, because then you'll have that color for our grout. That might be a little bit too much. Let me go to the okay, I still have the light flesh color, so the number is 132. Does anybody know what the other color is, what it changed to? You have to watch your sub. You know, Subway, I know, I think they've changed and they slice their meat fresh now. But see, I never got Subway, because when I worked there, all their stuff was just pre-packed and bought in. You know, they opened up packs of lunch meat and put it in the counter. So I never really ate at Subway. But now I hear they slice their meat fresh. Do they? Is that true? Yeah, I'll never do DoorDash again, Ivy. Do you use other delivering services that are cheaper? Like, it was the first one on the list when I went in, or like I said, I've never had food delivered other than pizza, and they deliver it, so. Okay, thanks, Chrissy. So yeah, I like this one better. The light flesh, and Chrissy is looking for the other to see if she has the new name. It's Polychromos 132. I don't know if I can erase that cinnamon out. Probably not. I don't have my unit eraser. And I did find my second one, so I do have one I can bring down here. Okay, perfect. Grubhub is better? Okay. Cheaper prices, better prices. I wish you could ask for certain people, because I have a cousin and a friend that deliver. And I always say that, like, well, how do I get it so that you're delivering my food? But we did order Jimmy John's one time through the storefront, but they didn't have a driver, so they called DoorDash to do it. And you know, they have a little map watching my food, and it got picked up, and I'm watching my food go further and further away rather than coming closer. So I called the store and I said, we didn't get our subs. And they said, okay, we'll wait like 15 more minutes and call us if you don't get them, you know. So we didn't get them. And they said the driver obviously stole the subs or whatever. So the manager of the store just remade the subs and jumped in the car and brought them. I never got charged. So I don't know if they, like the store, just charged DoorDash or Grubhub or whoever they called. But so after that happened, like I never wanted to use DoorDash or Grubhub because I was like, wow, they just stole my food. And when he dropped off the food, he said it happens all the time. Beige red, okay. So I'm using the beige red for the grout. So anyone following along would be, thank you very much for looking that up, Chrissy. Warm gray 3 and warm gray 4 with the beige red number 132 for the grout. And I think that looks really nice if you can see it. I didn't want to just go in with the lighter beige. I kind of wanted it to show. So there you go. Okay, so I definitely got to do this square dark. I'm not quite sure I ever colored solid with polychromos before. Taylor, your other portrait you did there came out very nice. You're doing very well with your portraits and your skin tones. I think that's so cute that Dee Dee's jumping in and helping us little channels here. Very nice of her. She's probably gives her ideas for content too, you know. Helpful. Is that one sold too, or is that one just one you're going to keep and put on your wall? Because you sold the other one you got framed like that, right? Which is amazing. How cool. My sister-in-law draws and paints and stuff, and she's always saying, there's got to be some way you can make some money from your coloring, and da 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 da. I'm like, well, if I drew it, maybe. I don't know. It's got to be a banana. Need a banana. It was funny when that came up because one of my friends was harassing me about drawing, and that's what I drew, was a little banana. And it was actually really good. I was really proud of it. I don't know what happened to it. I thought I had kept it, but probably if I went back in our messages, I could find the picture of it. Yep. Guess I should have hung it on the wall. my $2 million banana portrait. It's a crazy story. Yep, she is. She is a real artist. So I've often thought about having her, because she does pet portraits too, and I was going to have her do portraits of a couple of my pets, but actually my sister-in-law ended up doing them for me, so I should show those one day. See, this is the thing, like where they say polychromos are a layering pencil. If you were to go straight in with full pressure, Taylor will probably disagree with this statement. It's messing with you, Taylor. It would be hard to keep going over it and to add any color or to get a soft blend, because once you apply the full pressure, they're not gonna um, they're not gonna blend out. They're not gonna smooth out. Like, so you got kind of layer them up. Like I know somewhere I did like I did a full pressure like this, a circle that I was trying to blend. So then when you color like this, you see how that circle just stays there? Can you see that? And that circle's not going to blend out because you went in with full pressure. But if you would blend it up, it would blend out. So that's why people say that the Polychromos is a layering pencil. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Okay, I'll try to remember to set them over here so I can show them next week. Because they're down here. This is my doggies. It'll be a year, the 30th, that Chubbs is gone. Can't believe it. I had so much to say about that dog, and I couldn't say anything because it's just, he was just so different. He's like one of those dogs. He was the best dog I ever had, and I always say he was just a good boy. Like, there was nothing special about him. Like, he didn't do tricks. He didn't listen all that well. You know, but you knew what to expect from him. Like, he had his routines, and he just, he was just different. Always said, I don't really think he was a dog. I think he was a person with fur and 4 legs. Is that what it is? Because the tooth gets smushed? But with the Prismacolors, you could still smoosh it out. And that typing paper don't have any tooth. That's just regular copy paper. I don't know. Just my experience. My experience. Like I thought, yeah, I am definitely not an artist. That's just what I have observed. Observed. I don't know. I think you can pretty much smoosh out anything with Prismacolors. The harder you push, the more smoosh you get. This paper really doesn't have any tooth. You know, it's so hard for me to tell now that the tips of my fingers are numb. I don't think this paper has any tooth. It was at afternoon tea. I think I was flipping through and I thought, wow, that paper's toothy. I think so too, Ivy. Oh, wow, you're cruising right through those, Jessica, so you'll get another page done. Yeah, maybe I'll do a little after well, if I do that on video. But I don't know if I'm going to upload it right away or wait. Use the Prisma sticks on those trees. Oh, I want to do that. You want to see the progress of my page, Jessica, or just the finished? The Magical Worlds one. Alright, I should probably stop before my camera dies and you guys just get booted out. And just be like, darn. Like Ivy that one day, that was so funny. She's just like, okay, poop, bye. I'm hung up on us. See you guys. I'm done. Okay. Maybe I'll do a little short and announce the color along. See if anybody else wants to join. So. So this is the progress, which I said I will complete. The only things you won't see, I'll finish up the floor and the gold. You know, I usually do the gold tripping around. I use Jelly Roll Gold for my trim. Mainly just because I have a lot of these. Because I found a 10-pack in the house that my mom had bought. So before they dry up, just trying to put them to use. Sometimes you can get some color down after you burnish. Sometimes, especially with Prismacolors, like she said. Um, Polys, you can put other pencils on top when burnished, but not really. Like, I'm sure I could come in with a Luminance and put it on top of this. Luminance goes on top of everything. Hugs back, Kim. Thank you. I hope you feel better. I'm so sorry you're still sick. I've been sick all week. But so remember, we'll start Autumn Charm. Again, Teresa Goodrich, Creative Haven. We'll start her next week. Thanks again for all of you watching that didn't join the chat. I appreciate you being here. Any new subscribes this week? Thank you. Everything. Yeah, it does stink being sick. But thanks again, everybody, for being here. You know, I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful week. And a good night. Sleep well. And we'll see you next Friday, 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Bye, everyone. Hit the like button.